to go traveling, to join the army in Rome. It's very nice to go traveling, but it's so much nicer, yes, it's so much nicer to come home.
It's very nice to play hostess, to read a welcome back poem. It's very nice to help Daddy when he's telling Elvis, and it's very nice to have him home.
I am Joey Bishop, and I'm here to bring him some news.
But I tell you folks that no jokes he brings will get half the laughs he gets whenever he sings.
Like a little sing.
I wasn't there when they told him that he'd have to go across the foam. I wasn't there when they told him he would have to give up his guitar, his fancy car, and comb.
Take it, Hansen. We're the cowheads and Hansens.
And they're all fancy prances. Take my word, cause I know him. It's very nice to go traveling, but it's so nice to come home.
The Frank Sinatra Timex Show, brought to you by Timex, the world's largest manufacturer of watches. Timex watches take a licking and keep on ticking. That's the reason more people buy Timex than any other watch in the world. Presents from Miami Beach, It's Nice to Go Traveling, or Welcome Home Elvis, starring Sammy Davis Jr., Roy Bishop, Nancy Sinatra, and special guest star Elvis Presley.
The fountain blue is a gasser. It's known from Norway to know Miami Beach has the weather which we much prefer. The Paris, London, yes, and even Rome. Let the drums start drumming. Let the guitar start strumming. Hey, Frank! Look and see who's coming. Where? It's smiling again like Chrome. Where? What happened? He's over here. There he is.
Sideburns.
Well, I'll be a hound dog. And that's the opening, friends.
What are they all screaming about? Are the rates too high in Florida or something?
This is wilder than BJ Day, you know that?
You know, I had the feeling all along that Elvis was going to re-enlist.
You know, there's some pretty important people who are hoping that he'd stay in.
Some very important people were hoping he'd stay in. People like Fabian, Ricky Nelson, Tab Hunter, they all wished he'd stay in.
Frank Sinatra.
I'll tell you one thing, Frank, you're a pretty good loser. I mean, throwing this homecoming must have set you back a few bucks.
Well, I figure it's the last show of the season, you know, and why should I skimp at a time like this?
Skimp? You didn't skimp. They tell me that for what it's costing you for Presley, you could have presented World War II in person.
True. Yeah, you know, it's a tough decision to make, though.
Well, I'll tell you, I think you used good judgment. Elvis is certainly more topical.
Did you hear about the gift I'm giving him?
You're giving Elvis a gift?
Of course.
Now, how can a man who has everything give anything to a man who already has everything?
Well,
It's like giving Dinah Shore smiling lessons.
No, it's not that kind of a gift, Joe. It's really something different.
You got him a Conway Twitty album?
Now, get serious, will you, Joey? I'm giving Elvis back the 2 years he spent in the Army.
Well, at least it's something he wouldn't buy for himself. It's a trick, I'll tell you that. Even you exhausted one.
Exalted.
1,000 pardons. Exhausted one. Even you can't bring back time.
I can't, eh? Will you watch this? Well, Elvis, that's our little welcome home gift. For 2 years you lost while you were in the Army. And looking back over it, I'm struck with the realization that maybe you didn't miss so much after all. As a matter of fact, all you seem to have lost is your sideburns. Now, folks, what would you say if I were going to sing another song now? great, and I'm glad to see the Army hasn't changed it. Wasn't it great?
That's the first time I ever heard a woman screaming at a male singer. Oh, I'm sorry.
Don't you remember me there, Charlie?
Mr. Presley, but would you think it presumptuous of Frank if he joined you in a duet?
Well,
Yeah, that would be great, yeah.
I would consider it quite an honor. I'll tell you, I'd like to do one of your songs.
All right.
I mean, you know, with you.
Fine, fine. You know, I was wondering, as a matter of fact, while you were singing Elvis, I thought to myself, I wonder what would have happened if I had recorded Love Me Tender instead of you. I wonder if it made any difference.
I think it would about 2 million records less.
He said that.
You smarty pants. Oh, I'll tell you what we'll do you do Witchcraft, okay? And I'll do one of the other ones. Okay? You have some? We work in the same way, only in different areas. Love me tender, love me sweet, never let me go. You have made my life complete, and I love you so.
Those fingers in my hair, that's my come hither stare, that strips my conscience bare is witchcraft.
Love me tender, love me true, all my dreams fulfill. For my darling, I love you, and I always will.
It's such an ancient pitch. Boy, I switch, 'cause there's no nicer witch than witchcraft.
I love you, and I always will. For my darling, I love you. Man, that's pretty. And I always will. For my darling, I love you.
It's pretty all the time, Frank.
Sure does, buddy. And I always will. Thank you, Elvis. Hey, Nancy, you've met Mr. Presley, haven't
Of
you?
course. How are you, Mr. Presley?
You can call me Elvis.
Oh,
You
thank
call him Mr. Presley cause on account of she's been spoken for.
That's the way the cookie crumbles.
That's the way the cookie crumbles.
Well, then, dance?
Dance? Me? You're kidding. You're joshing
Why
me.
not? I thought it would be appropriate.
Why don't I just read you Winnie the Pooh or something like that?
Oh, come on, Daddy. I'm a big girl now.
Yes, I know, but you grew up so awfully fast.
20 years is fast.
I got everybody believing I'm only 26 years old.